today, being the 4th of January 2026, the year and the month of our Lord Elohim. My name remains Lion Man Leone. Lion Man Leone, I hail from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Abia province of Biafra land. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikadama Primi Henile, I voluntarily to serve these great people of over 80 million population around the world, the special people upon this very earth, the blessed people upon this very earth, the Biafrans. I volunteer to serve them on the media space and as well to assist the national coordinator right here in Brazil, South America. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we have just been ushered into a new year by the grace of Chukwu Kikabiyama. Many wish to enter this very year, but the grace wasn't that abundant over their life. Many died on the 28th of last year, few days to enter this very 2026. Many died on 29th, many died on 30th, many died on 31st. But if you and I, who found ourselves in the land of the living, you shouldn't count it as you are mighty or you are worthy or righteous, but count it as a pure grace of Chukwu Kikabiyama. The life we live is not our own. The life we live is in the hands of God. And that is why I always urge everyone who are still living, who still find this grace to be in the land of the living, to utilize your days on earth to seek for justice for those who couldn't seek for the justice for themselves, to speak for those who couldn't speak for themselves, to render a helping hand for those who couldn't help themselves, and to speak the truth at the face of the oppressors. If you speak the truth, you will die. If you hide the truth, you will die. So make your choice very rightful, so that you will have and satisfy your maker who brought you to this very earth. Life is not more than this, and the purpose of humanity is to make a peaceful earth for the inhabitants of the earth. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, from me from here, it is good morning, depending on your own time factor. I say to you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to so many of you, depending where you are watching me from. Before I proceed, I want to bring this prayer into the air again this 2026. This prayer was made by me immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and reduction to Nigeria. And this very prayer, anytime I offer this prayer, the foundation of the evil that is holding Africa down, Nigeria, always shake. Many people have never understand this. So I'm bringing this prayer back again, this very 2026, for God to keep on shaking the foundation until it is completely done. So let us pray. The God of the rising sun, the mighty and the great God that reigneth forever, the only God that made all things and nothing made thee, Biafra and her people are your choosing. Any moment of our existence on earth that we, your people, call upon you in the spirit of humility and truth, may you answer your people so your name will be mightily glorified. And we, your choosing people, declare and decree, anyone that curses Biafra and her people shall be cursed. Anyone that blesses her and her people shall be blessed. We shall be prosperous anywhere our feet touch, and the nations that love and respect us shall enjoy prosperities. God of our ancestor, God of Biafra, the only God that raises a man from nothing to something, from zero to hero, the Lion of the tribe of Nnamdi, the Lord that speaks and it comes to pass, the Lord that blesses and no one shall curse. When the enemies of Biafra nations and her people plot evil against us, come for execution, may you deliver them into our hands very cheaply for their total destruction. O God of Biafra, heaven is your dwelling place, earth is your footstool. May your eyes watch over us for your protection. Lead us to enjoy your glory on earth, now and forever. Ise, Ise, Ise. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, today we are going to look critically, look very educatively into this very threat topic that I hear before us. That is why I always say, if you are coming to this platform to listen for a broadcast, come with your pen and paper, as Mazi and Kanu always say. Whatever I tell you here, go and write it down, write the date down. Because sometimes I say some things, I can't go back, because I don't have that time. I can't go back to research for it. But those who are keeping the record always inform me, Lion Man, you say this, and this is happening now. Now, let us go into the tax system of nations and how it functions. Why I'm saying what I'm saying is this. It's not always good to be coward. You see this spirit of coward, fear. There is nothing destroy people more faster than fear. Yes, I won't blame so many people in Nigeria who are living in fear, because for a decade the system has been always the system of a slave master. Like I said some few years ago, I said, even during the slave masters' time, the white slave masters, the way the politicians are treating the people in Nigeria today, believe me, the white slave masters can never treat you in that manner. Mazi and Kanu say something that touches my heart. That was 2019. If not February, I am keeping the record of my memory. February, on a broadcast. And he said something. He said, God give the white people grace because the white people has conscience. And I remember when I watched the attitudes of Nigerian forces, army, or police, or even ordinary state task force, I always go back to record that very statement made by Mazi and Kanu. The white people have lived in the white land for some period of years. And if you come into my father's house today, many of my siblings will tell you that our brother Lion Man doesn't behave like white, they doesn't behave like black people. His mentality is different. Sometimes I look at them and I laugh. Because I learned something good from them, from the white people. And that thing good is keeping your conscience alive. There are things I don't do. Even if you offer billions, and immediately I notice that this thing will endanger the life of my fellow human being, I reject it. Go and ask. I reject it immediately. I don't care. Even if I am in need, as far as this thing is about to endanger the life of innocent or other people's life, I am not involved. I will tell you no. Human life is greater and is precious before the eyes of the Lord. You can go ahead with your money. Enjoy. Contract those who want, who enjoy it. Like somebody like me, I am not involved. And that is why I have always seek the way of peace. But I am not seeking the way of peace by kneeling down or by begging. Because you cannot secure peace by kneeling down or by begging. You secure peace by standing head to head with those that have no value or that know no value of peace. You stand head to head with them, explain to them, talk to them, not to beg them. Then I always believe one thing. If those you teach about peace reject the peace and choose the way of chaos, I will double it for them. That is how I am trained forcefully. As a former force personnel, if I approach you with the handshake of love, you believe you are stubborn, I will go back and double that trouble you want. I will come back to you. And if I come, I don't look any eyes. You are the one that will go down to be begging. But still, if you beg, I will find a place to calm down. But as I'm leaving, I will tell you I'm coming back. And if I come back, you won't like what will happen to you. Because you have no value for peace. Let me say something before I go into this topic. For a decade in Nigeria, Funanis has been an instigator of division in Nigeria, but many people doesn't know. And a race that have this kind of attitude need to be cautioned. Funanis has been instigator. Let me repeat myself. Funanis have been an instigator of division and the crisis in Nigeria, but many people doesn't know. Because most of you are being politically used. Let me start from, before I go into this main topic. This very thing I'm saying today, I would use it as a topic maybe next coming Sunday, because I am too much engaged. I should have been coming to air steadily, but my hands are tied. I am so much engaged. I manage people's businesses, so I have to do my job. Also do the job of Biafrans. Let me say something here. For a decade in Nigeria, the same method the Fulanis applied to render the Hausas useless and take over their place is what they have been applying in all tribes in Nigeria. Let me begin with how Fulanis overrun the Hausas. Fulanis will come. They will go to an Hausa man, Mr. A. They will tell the Hausa man how his own brother is being evil or needed to be taken away. Everything that is happening in Nigeria today, Fulanis are not in front line to carry out that very dirty mission. They always use those who their brains are very light or those who love money to carry out their mission in making sure that there is no unity among the indigenous Nigerians. And they began that journey from the Hausas. They will go and meet Mr. A. They will tell Mr. A, look, Yusuf, Muhammad is bad. Muhammad will now be targeting Yusuf. Yusuf will be now targeting, and these are the two brothers. The same thing they tell Muhammad is what they are going to tell Yusuf. They will tell Yusuf Muhammad is bad. They will go to Muhammad and tell Muhammad Yusuf is bad. And they will offer money, offer promises. The same promise they offer to this one is what they are going to offer to this one. Nothing different. Differently, in different occasions. This one will be targeting this one will be targeting this one. At the end of the time, they will end up destroying themselves. As soon as they destroy themselves, Fulani will step in. They will not take the position of Muhammad, take the position of Yusuf. These are the two brothers who have slaughtered themselves, who have gone because of their inability to reason properly. Now, when they succeeded in Hausa, occupy the Hausas, do you know what they have to do? They now look into inward other people's tribe. They now approach the Yorubas. Tell the Yorubas, the Igbos are your problem. The Yoruba ask them, what makes the Igbos our problem? They tell them that Igbos are domineering. The Yoruba ask them, what makes the Igbos domineering? They say, don't you look? The Igbos have come to Obalende. Look at the house you are living. Look at the house Igbos are building in Obalende. Igbos have come to Ikeja. Look at where you are living. Look at the house the Igbos are living in Ikeja. They keep on poisoning the mind of those that are very, very unreasonable among the Yorubas. Where they have succeeded in planting the seed of hatred in the mindsets of micro few unreasonable Yorubas, they now turn to Igbos. The same thing they tell the Igbos is what the same thing they tell the Yorubas is what they're telling the Igbos. They will come to Igbos, they say, Yorubas are not, you can't trust them. Yorubas are betrayers. Yorubas are this. Yorubas are this. When it comes to using the power of a voting system, they will remind the Yoruba that Igbos are domineering. They will remind the Igbos that Yorubas are betrayers. These two people will now turn back against themselves. And what the Yorubas could not educate their children to know is, before the arrival of the Funanes, how were we living? Are we experiencing chaos among ourselves? The answer is no. Until the Yoruba elders, if there is still any, until the Igbo elders, if there is still any, because I am not seeing any. I'm telling you the fact. I don't know if there is anyone still in Yoruba. But what I am seeing with the eyes of wisdom, I see no elder again in that contraction. But if there is still, if I am making mistake, if there is still, I am using today being the 4th of January 2026 to revive their mindset. Let them go back. Let them check their back where they are coming from. Yoruba, check your back where you are coming from. The Igbos, check your back where you are coming from. And check properly. Are we in the right direction towards ourselves? Who brought this evil in our midst? These are the questions you need to be asking now. Then I want the Yoruba elders to ask themselves one very important question. And they should answer this question as well among themselves. A people who comes into your land and build and beautify the city that is very bushy, and the people who came into your land and choose to live inside the bush, which people are we supposed to be aligned with? Which people do we supposed to love? Is it the people who came into your land and start searching for bush where they were resettled, or people who came into your land and walk into your local shattered building and pay you money on that very local shattered building? From there, this fellow begin to work hard, begin to transact his businesses, and they ask you, the landlord of the house, where can I get land to buy and build house? You know, I'm getting children so that I can live in a very large space. You, the Yoruba, took him to bush and said, look at this place, is my land. This land, I will give it to you 1,000 naira. And this fellow pay you the 1,000 naira. He didn't ask you, give me. And the man and the people who came into your land and searched for bush without offering you any 1 kobo, they stay inside that bush. Then there come a time you even want to use the bush. They will fight you over the bush. They will tell you that they have been here. Which people are domineering? Is it a man who went through the legally processing of property, or the man who wanted to hijack your property? Which people are domineering? I want the Yoruba pastors, I want the Yoruba imams, afars of the Islam. I want the Yoruba political elites to answer this question. I want this question to be published openly among the Yorubas. Then I have a word for Igbo, which is Biafran politicians. Biafran politicians, their own are very simple. You went to the north. You went to the north trying to adopt the Fulani system into our land, where people are lying up on the gates of the politicians seeking for daily food. Then you went there, Sultan of Sokoto, Sheikh Gumi, all the Fulani political elites who have vowed that Nigeria will never develop, now taught you that enslaving your people is only way you can be politically relevant in a political system. I want to ask you, Biafran politicians in Nigeria, remember, existence of the people in line with their natural culture. I want to ask Soludo, I want to ask Pitamba, I want to ask the governor of Ebonyi State, I want to ask Delta State governor, I want to ask River State governor, I want to ask Akwa Ibom governor, I want to ask Bayelsa governor, I want to ask Abia State governor, I want to ask the rest of the governors in the eastern region. In our culture, how do the elders, because you people now who are in power as a governor, what you represent is the elder of the people, if you don't know. In our various families in Biafra land, how does the elderly one consult the rest of his siblings in times of family transaction business, such as family property? Because after that, I will tell you how Yoruba, because I grew up in Yoruba land. I school in Yoruba land. That's what many people always ask me. Lion man, you are not behaving like others who grew up in Yoruba land. We expected you to be anti-Igbos. I answered them and said, blood is thicker than water. That means my mother did not cheat on my father to give birth to me. That is the reason why the blood in me is speaking, defending where I belong. Now, in Igbo culture, if you come, elderly one come home, he want to sell, want to lay hand on any our father's property, he will consult all the siblings. Everybody will sit down. He will not ask. It's not bullying. He don't have the authority to bully anybody. It's highly forbidden in Igbo land. You will not ask. I have business to establish in Aba, or I have business to establish in Port Harcourt, or I have business to establish in Onitsha, or I have business to establish in Enugu, or I have business to establish in Lagos, or I have business to establish in Onitsha. But I don't have money to do it. That land over there, now he is talking to his siblings. I am suggesting, look at how it works in Igbo land. He will not put it that he wants. He said, I am suggesting, let me sell it and use the money and go for that business. If I make profit, then I will come back and replace the land by buying another one. Or I will hustle very properly with the money and settle the rest. Your father will come out, your mother will come out. Everybody will say, don't disappoint us. Your mother and your father will not take permission from the rest of the siblings. Sometimes they will tell the elderly one, okay, we have heard what you said. You can go. Let us talk to your brothers and your sisters. The mother and the father will be the one to finish the job. They will not ask you, lion man, like my mother used to call me, Agunwoke, Ehonahe, your elder brother. Get the kiss, man. He will ask the other one, get the kiss, man. This one will ask, get the kiss, man. How did you see it? Everybody will be in accord, in agreement, before that land will be given out. That is why when that one who make that approach misuse that money, the father and the mother will curse him. Go and make required. The father and the mother will curse him. Do you know why I go to curse him? For betraying. Betrayer in Biafra land attract family curse. They will curse you. They say you came here, fool us, your mother, fool us, your father. Fool your rest of your brothers and your sisters. Then only what we are hearing that you are doing in the city is carrying women. That is why, let me take you back to our, in respect that I was not grow up in Igbo land. I know every damn culture of Igbo. That is why an Igbo wise businessman those days doesn't have girlfriend. Go and make research. Then doesn't venture into girlfriend or boyfriend something. Go and make. They go to Koba. What do you call this red light? This red light house. This this prostitute house. Go and make here. I'm talking about the real Igbo businessmen who want to grow. They don't venture into girlfriend. Those days, if he feel like he has this urge, he want to go and get himself as a man, as a complete man, he will go to Ashawo quarter, pay money, do whatever, satisfy himself and walk away. If you ask him, he will tell you, getting girlfriend will run my business down. It may affect my progress of my business. And that is why those days it's hardly to see a business Igbo man that his business crashes, because he doesn't go to bar. He doesn't live a fly-blind life. He manages because he knows where he's coming from. He knows the responsibility that is standing before him. Every other responsibility of the family lies in his shoulder at that particular moment, and they must not fail. When he remember, he must not fail. He will not conduct himself, arrange himself properly. That is why you see them that time. If they get one plain trouser, get one jean, blue jean, Lee, that time Lee. Some of you, there's one Lee, there's one jean they call Lee, very strong jean. You can wear that jean for good 20 years. Lee, that Lee jean, you go, if na black, you go wash and wash. You know the tear. To the standard, the black now will now turn to brown. If it is blue, you go use and you blue now will now turn to blue-white. If you manage to get one plain trouser, one black lean and one blue lean jeans, finish. Anytime you see, either you see this color on his body or you see this color on his body, if you come to his house where a man who is managing millions is living, he will live in one room, face me and face you. He will be controlling millions until he settle Emeka, settle Chibike, settle Nnenna, sending Nnenna to school. What we offer to women in our culture is education, nothing more. He will make sure that all the sisters are educated. As soon as you give them that education, the women have settled them. No money for them. This division you are seeing today among our tribe is what they learned from the Fulani. Fulani, when I have now searched the history of the indigenous people in Nigeria, let me tell you how the Hausas, my father was this Aqua George, this Igbo big man, Igbo rich man wife, this Aqua George. He was a dealer. Hausa man, original Hausa man, I'm not talking about Fulani, who is now discussing and claiming Hausa. If you drop your money with Hausa man, go back and come back in 100 years, the Hausa man will hold the money. You will never find your money. The Hausas are so trustworthy. The Hausas are so trustworthy to the point that I begin to imagine what kind of people is this. But suddenly, we begin to see Hausa, when you give them money, you run away. Relax. When have Hausa man begin to run away with people's money? That was when the Fulani deceived the Hausas, start claiming Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani. You see how they filtrated them? Hausa Fulani. The same thing they are now bringing into Igbo land. Igbo Muslim. Those people you are seeing as Igbo Muslim, they are not Igbo Muslim. Let me tell you, Fulani know their blood. I told you what happened when I was in a Mokala military barracks, Ibadan, 82 Battalion. I have told you, I've lectured you on this media, how the generals and the captains and the high rank officers, how they are rejecting single ladies. They only capitalize on dating the married women. But I never understand the reason why these people were venturing into dating married women, married Igbo women, married Yoruba women. I never knew that they had mission. They wanted to plant their evil blood among all the whole tribes in Nigeria. So that in future, those their evil blood they planted in these different families will begin to manifest. And that is what we are seeing today. That is the manifestation we are seeing today. I will leave that. I will suspend this very matter. By next Sunday, I will teach about it. Let me go into this very topic. The tax system of a nation and how it functions. Now, let me come. Oyembeji, you are welcome. You are welcome. Congratulations to Ghana Ipob. You people are doing great. God bless you people. You people have shown that you understand what freedom is all about. God bless you. Now, let us go to, because I don't want to teach you off head. Let us go and look into the functioning of taxation in a country and why the citizens of country pay tax, not compile to pay tax. Now let me start from this country where I am. Let me go inside the drawer office there and get a book for taxation. I'm coming. This is a book for taxation in this country. Let me show it where to you. This is a book for taxation in this country. This is the Brazil book for taxation in this country. This booklet is the pages contain from January to December, 12 pages. 12 pages. 12 pages. One. With evidence, we are not here to make anything. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you count it, it's 12. You know the past 12, this thing. It should be 24. 24 pages. Government with tier 1. One will remain with you. So it's 12. 2 in 1, 2 in 1. Government 1 here. That one will remain in this book. Government with tier 1 off. You hold one. And this thing, not only here, this thing is also in a system. But where you are giving this one is for your own record keeping. But you don't need it. This is manual. You don't even need it. If you go to my drawer, I have this book. I've paid tax in this country now for good 9 years. If you go to my drawer, you will see this book. This one now will make it 10 years. This one is just new one. January, I will begin to pay for this year. You go there, you count this book, you find it there 9. If I finish paying this one this year, if God keep me alive, this one will be 10. If I have anything to do in this country now, I go to my drawer, I bring this in 10 of it, including this one, and put it inside my file. I go to government office, I request what I want, I keep it there. They will now go to system. As soon as they see this thing, they will take my database and go to the system and search for it. Everything will appear there. All the whole years are paid. Everything will appear there. I will never be denied for anything. Go and ask. There is nothing I want in this country that I will be denied. This is what made it possible. There is nowhere I want to enter that I will not enter. This is what makes it possible. Now, my money in my account in this country can never be tampered. If I stop paying this thing, my money in the account will be there. No human being have the right to touch my money. The person decrease. The money in my account does not concern anybody. No bank have the authority to take my money as a direct tax collecting from for what? If I like, I pay. If I don't like, I don't. Many of our people here, I am the one campaigning for educating our people. Pay your tax. Stop this foolishness. Pay your tax and have your respect in everywhere you live. But most of them will think that Lion Man is stupid. He's giving the Igbo people money. But sometimes they want something, they will find it very difficult. I ask them, many people have been paying it now because I advocated for it. I teach them for this, for the secret. I say, pay this thing. And I'm block. Okay, manage foundation. Okay, manage foundation. Okay, block. The peace you have in this land, the security you have in this land, do you have it in that place you want to go and pull a block? The respect you have in this land, do you have it in that place you want to go and pull a block? The answer is no. I am not against taxation for the post I made. I am not against, underline it, but I want to teach you the functioning and the how taxation is being obtained. It's been obtained. There is no method or system that force any indigene or any citizens of any nation on surface of this earth to pay tax by force. So don't let Nigerians not accept something that will bring chaos on them. This is a daylight robbery. If any man force you to pay tax, tax is not forceful. Go and ask anybody. That is why when you open a very big business and you don't pay tax, government will not come for you. There will be a time you will need government help. That is what sometimes you will see they say tax evasion. They will say this person cheated government for money, you go prison for it. Because your business runs in millions of dollars or millions of that currency of that very country. Then you did not pay tax. You cheated government. So you go prison for it. For tax evasion. It's called tax evasion law. Have you asked yourself, that company that runs in millions, why didn't bank take money from the account of those companies and forcefully pay the tax? Tax is not forceful. Tax is willingly. It is called willingly discharging the responsibility of an individual who wants the growth of that particular nation. If you are among those who does not want the growth of that nation, the government will keep you quiet until when you need something or something call, and now they now venture into your account and they check and see that you have been cheating on government for many years. They will not charge you to court, and that charging to court have two options. Either you pay that time, you pay all those years with what? With in Portuguese they call it multa. You pay inclusion of fine. They will not fine you. Let's say all the tax you are owing all this year from the government, it is $1 million. They will not calculate the interest on it. You pay that 1 million and not pay the whole interest for as punishment. Failure to do that, you go to prison. But if you pay it, no prison for you. So I want to ask you, where did Tinubu and his criminal gang got that idea of tax forceful collection from your account? Can Tinubu tell us the country that have that system? You see why I say Nigerian journalists is the problem. Because one thing I want all of you to know, the politicians in Nigeria, they are all in the same gang of criminality against the citizens of Nigerians, against their own citizens. But journalists should be the one in front line to question this system. Because let me tell you something. Can the journalists in Nigeria call the lawmakers and call Tinubu, because he is the president, not sending delegate, call him on national television, question him, where did you get this system from? Hear from the man who brought this system. Okay, I brought this system from Iran. You go to Iran Google, you go to Iran this now. Thank God today internet have make everything very simple. You go to Iran this thing website and search. Okay, why are you bringing Iran this thing? And even Iran is not, it cannot take tax forceful. Okay, I bring it from Britain. You go to the British website and check if it is true. Okay, I brought this system from America. You go to American website and check if it is true. If it's not true, you tell Oga, President, no, you are lying to the people. Can you explain where is it your personal introduced system of taxation? He will not tell you, yes, this is my personal. Who brought that idea to you? You see, this thing that you leave your leaders know unexplained is the reason there is no development in Nigeria. A place where leaders cannot explain. Somebody asked one certain time, some few years ago, say, command and control in IPOB. I said, command and control in IPOB has a clause. They asked me, what is the clause? I said, the clause is, when you are being sent a bad message in IPOB, you question the sender. If it is a coordinator that send you that message, and you are man enough, you are not a kid that anybody can use. Okay, imagine now, our national coordinator in Brazil now look at me as a deputy and say, Lion man, for example, Lion man, I want if you see Abaribe, or if you see Governor Oti, beat him. No, that is not among the command and control. You never know. That is violation of people's right. I will not remind him. Mazi, coordinator. What is the purpose of beating Abaribe, or what is the purpose of beating Oti? He will say, I ask you to do what? No, I will tell him, Oga, calm down. You have to explain. It's not among the command and control. You have to explain deeply why the beating must go. But if he asked me, Lion Man, I want you to question Abaribe, question him, ask him some certain critical question in regards of the development of Abia State or what is happening in Abia State. Do you see it now? That one is in line with command and control. It will now left for me to say, okay, you have given me the assignment, I will do so. Then I will be looking for Abaribe. If I meet him, I say, Honorable Abaribe, I have questions I need to ask you in regards of Abia State. Or Governor Oti, I have a question to ask you. A question is not a question. Anybody, that's why I always ask people, ask me, go and ask people here. Ask me every question you want to ask me. You have the right to ask me question, and I have the right to answer you or to not answer you. Your fundamental right is to ask that question. My also fundamental right is to respond or not to respond. That is the civilized system of word. If he asks me, Lion Man, how did you sleep with your wife? I look at you, I said, do you want to know how I was sleeping with my wife? Or, Lion Man, what style did you use with your wife? If I like, I tell you. If I don't like, I tell you, oh boy, you are dreaming. Why should I tell you how I sleep with my wife? I will take it as a joker. It's not that question you ask is never offense. Of asking me, how did I sleep? Is never, question is question. That's why when people ask me, or I taught somebody something one day, I said, somebody asked you, are you mad? Instead of you to say, brother, sister, I am not mad, I'm okay. I said, what that person asks you is question. Do you know? I said, go to exam and see it in an examination question paper. They say, are you mad? What should you respond? Yes or no? Will you start quarreling with the question mark and begin to fight the question? Why is this question put in here? What the question mark is simple. Are you mad? No, I am not mad. Oh yes, I am mad. Every question is questionable. Every answer is answerable. As a man who is serving the public, I remember one certain time when this Nigeria agent in Finland, we are still creating problem in Igbo land. Somebody called Radio Biafra and asked Mazi on the live broadcast if they can eat, if they are allowed to eat human being. How many of you remember that broadcast? Mazi will say, oh, did you just mean what you are asking, or you just ask this question? I don't understand. The person run away. Immediately the person dropped the call and run away. And Mazi will ask, have he run away? He began to answer that question by telling the person, whoever that made that call, as a question. You that asked that question, this thing you ask is not evil. The person ran away. But did he answer that question? He answered it. When a man asks a stupid question, you answer him stupidly. Okay, the guy that answered that made that call live in Italy. Unbelievable. Don't tell me that. He said, I'm not. No. The guy that made that call live in the Western world? What are you people talking? Are you just pranking me on media? can't believe this. Such person live in a Western world. Now the person, no, the person need to be searched out and taken back home. I'm telling you. You need to be searched out and taken back home. So, what I am talking about now is about this taxation. In any country of a government does not force you to pay tax. But government will remind you for taxation. This person mean what he say. He say yes, of course. God forbid bad thing. Okay, oh, I hear you. So, nobody have the right to force you to pay tax. This thing now they say you pay, bank take it directly. Let me tell you, this is a Tinubu and his gang fraud. Now, let us go to taxation, benefit and functioning. Let me go here. Because whatever I tell you, I make the research before I tell you whatever I tell you. Okay. Now, go to Google. For those of you who may think just Google what will benefit me, no. Go to Google. The primary purpose of government taxation is to raise the necessary revenue to fund public services. Underline it. Public services. Infrastructure and government operations. The money supports the wide range of functions that benefit society as a whole. Core uses of another point. Core uses of tax revenue. Government at federal, state, and local level use tax money for numerous purposes, including public services, funding essential services such as police and the fire protection, the justice and the legal system, sanitization and the other basic government duties. Infrastructure, building, maintaining, and modernizing essential infrastructure like roads, bridges, railways, public transportations, utility system, and the government buildings, social welfare programs, funding social safety nets, including unemployment benefit. This is where I want to call your attention. Thank you, Mazi. No, I'm just wondering when you say the person live in the Western world. I was thinking that call came from Bush. I was thinking that call came from gentle Yahoo Bush, because we know that what they did there, they were eating human beings. Yeah, that is my shock. Hearing that this person make that call from Italy, my brother, I am weak here. I'm telling you. That's why I doubted you. Sorry for doubting you. I don't mean to doubt you. So now, for unemployment benefit in UK, if you are not employed, this is what they use the tax that you pay in UK to do. They use it to pay the old people who can never work again. They have a amount they pay them every month to take care of themselves. Those who are physically challenged people, like those families, like this country, if those who have physically challenged children, they enjoy. Let me just put it that way. God forbid, nobody wants his child to sick, but they enjoy. Do you know why they enjoy? Government pay that child every month, and their money is double to compare what they are paying to others. Unemployed person in this, okay, let me just leave UK, very far away. Let me use where I live. In this country, if you are not working, you receive 720 reals every month. 720 reals every month for those who are not working, who are not employed. The equivalent of 100 reals here is 26,000. Okay, 26,000 times. Okay, let me say 25,000. That is roughly how much? Almost 175,000. This is the country. This is not Europe. This is South America, Brazil. Go and Google it. That's unemployed. Then, if you have a physically challenged child, like those we call, you can describe, sorry to use this language, imbecile, they pay double of that money to that child. That is what is called, where did I read it? Unemployed. This will fall under the unemployment benefits. It fall under the category of unemployment benefit. They pay that child times 2 of what they pay the normal people who are unemployed. Many Yorubas in this land are receiving this money who are not working. Many of our Igbo brothers and sisters are receiving this money who are not working. You know, sometimes they go to me and say nothing is in Brazil. Brazil is a very hard place. It is very difficult. I laugh. I see one guy on TikTok talking around Brazil. One of my friends from Imo State, we laugh. We were in office, we laugh. The guy was like, Kedeben deal with this story. Brazil that food with opportunity. This is the country where if you give somebody 10 million naira to establish business trading in Nigeria and give another person the same 10 million naira to come and establish trading here in Brazil, the person in this Brazil will leave that person in Nigeria behind in 1 year. The person in Nigeria will be struggling with that 10 million. But the person in this Brazil with that 10 million will leave that person behind. That's the opportunity that government creates in this country. They give every individual opportunity to make wealth. The only thing when I watch that guy, I say maybe he came to Brazil and now start mingling with useless people. Those ones I call the weak. You know, the most weakest people in this world is Nigeria. When they say Nigerians are very hardworking, I laugh. Because I have traveled around the world. I laugh. In terms of famine, you can never withstand Italian man inside farm. You go vomit blood. If you an Italian man is working on a farm, your strength will go. Italian man's strength is still there. If you come to this country, if like those who are working all this hard work of this construction company, go and ask some of our people who have this experience of what I'm telling you, go and work with them. If you know vomit blood, call me bastard. They will be working with that tire. You don't tire. You go to breathe. They are still working. You know, Nigerians is like Nigerians' problem is like Wale Soyinka, who was overrated. When I ask somebody, I say, "Did you say that Wale Soyinka is educated?" Somebody look at my face. He said, "Lion man, why did you ask the question?" I said, "Okay, I'm just asking." Yeah? Nah, Jiladera. So I ask, did you say Wale Soyinka is a professor, is educated person? He said yes. I said, He said yes. I said no. Wait, I'm coming, please. Excuse me here. Let me. So sorry for that disruption, please. So what I'm talking about, you will now see why and what are you using this money for. The tax money is for taking care of the citizens of the country. So I ask, my question now is very simple. Why is Tinubu bringing this kind of compulsory and forceful tax in to Nigerian, to the point that they say they are going to be taking it from your account directly? Any transaction you made, then go to your account and take it directly, which is violation of your privacy. Let me tell you something. What Nigerian government are systematically bringing in jihad. This tax method. It is called jihadist. Go and meet experts in US. They will explain this tax for you. It is called jihadist system of governance. So does it mean that the Tinubu have fully accepted jihadists, which is a crime before the world? Jihadists is a terror network that want to spray around the globe. So if Nigeria allow this tax to stand before them, which means you are now using your money, your hard-earned money, to fund jihadists. Because you can only find this kind of taxation in Afghanistan. Even Pakistan did not succeed in establishing it. Only Afghanistan people, which is the hardcore jihadists, are the people who established this kind of taxation. So ask Tinubu who brought this idea of taxation. And let me tell you how they make it. The Afghanistan government officials are not paying this tax. They use it to enslave the people. They take your money from your account in order way to fund their terrorism globally. So when I posted it, I said, this tax is for funding of terrorism. Because Nigeria is the #1 government who fund terrorism around the globe. But many people never understand this. I don't talk what I don't know. Do you know when I have shouting since 2017 that Nigeria are funding terrorists around the globe? Do you know how many millions of dollars Nigeria government used to send to Hamas? Do you know millions of dollars Hezbollah are receiving from Nigeria government? Hezbollah, ICC. Thank God, when the US, but the Nigerian government were deceiving all of you, telling you that, what do you call it? That Borno, Zamfara, are where the terrorists are ravaging. Did you know? Have you ever heard Sokoto? No. Everybody was surprised when Trump landed missile there and more than 400 Boko Haram, Lakruma, ICC, henchmen were eliminated. But it's almost 700 people that died there. 700 terrorists. But the figure that we confirm 400. Did you ever, I want to ask Nigeria, have Nigerians sit down and ask, when Mazi Jonathan in Radio Biafra was hitting on Sokoto, me, myself, we are hitting on Sokoto. People were thinking that we are mentally, maybe we are mentally disturbed. Somebody called me personally, said, "Hey, man, why have suddenly you people were calling on Sokoto? Even when Mazi Nnamdi have never been transferred there. We keep on, you can't keep the record. We keep on Sokoto. And at the end of the day, the news suddenly broke out. US airstrike in Sokoto. The man asked, why Sokoto? So you people have information that we don't have in this country. And the person that called that made that call is the top officials, one of the top officer of Nigeria. He said, so you people have information we don't have. Are you people spying this country? We say, I answer him because he's the man I know. I say, you see your life. But you are there, they are deceiving you. Telling you, but terrorists are here. Go and look that image of that strike. That place where that bomb landed and killed over 400 within is a state built for terrorists in Nigeria. Who be that estate? And that is Sultan of Sokoto base. Do you see how they deceive you? They channel your face to Brunu, channel your face to Nasarawa, channel your face to Kaduna. There is another state that the spy plane is recording everything that is happening there. Don't worry. Before this month, January end, we now go hear another news. I'm not going to mention the state. So that mission will be perfectly carried out. I will not mention that state. All of you will be shocked. So Nigerian government are deceiving everybody in this Nigeria. This one now will be another one that will open those people eyes. People that want to know the truth, not those ones who have determined to continue lying to themselves. Because one thing I've discovered in Nigeria is there are some individuals who have determined that we are going to lie all the rest of our life, no problem. As far as they are doing, when you ask, they say, for Igbos to be free, we rather die together in this country. A man told me that, a Yoruba man. He said, Oga, he knows I know you in Yoruba land. I said, yes. He said, but I am telling you something, for Igbos to be free, we all rather perish in this land. Do you know what I answer him? I say, according to your prayer, may it be so to you and your Yoruba people. I say, Igbos will be free. Then Funanis will destroy you people in that country. Imagine a man, a matured man, he said, for Igbos to be free, he said, what you people are saying is true, but for Igbos to be free, we all rather perish in this country. Mazi Nnamdi have said this before, and I didn't believe it. That all of them know that he is saying the truth, but the problem is, for Igbos to be free, they prefer to die in the hands of the Funanis. So, this tax I am talking about, it is a jihadist tax system. And no Igbo man, you must resist this tax. Don't let your money to be the money that will fund global terrorism. Because when it will, see, Nigerian government will be destroyed. And don't say you are ignorant. You know, there is no excuses for, in a justice system, there is no excuses for ignorance. I am ignorant. No, it doesn't exist. What the judge will ask you, how old are you? You are above 18. you will face the law. So what I'm teaching you today, all of you should come out and march protest and demand for cancellation of this tax. There is no places this tax exists. Nobody have right to force you to pay tax. Tax is a self-responsibility for those who want to be responsible for the society. Like this one, I want to be responsible in this land. That is why I choose to pay. Many people have stayed in this country 20-something years. They never pay this thing that I'm paying. Go and ask. And do you know what? Do you know the funny thing? Those who have stayed many years in this country who are not paying it, most of them doesn't have an account in this country. Most of them does not have a registered business in this country. You know what? They use the money we pay also to pay them social benefit that fall onto this umbrella that I said. Where is it? That follows onto this umbrella that I said unemployment benefit. Now let me continue where I stopped. Pension payments, like social security, pension payment. This is where they pay tax. Is what they use to pay pensions. Pensioners, they pay them monthly until they die. Now, let me tell you another shocking thing about this tax in a developed world. This tax I am paying, God forbid, if I had an accident tomorrow and become incapacitated in my daily functioning or in my daily activity, maybe I stay one place, I will be receiving salary. This one now not benefit. This thing will lead me into automatically receiving salary until I stay on earth and die. The day I die, that very day is the day the payment will stop. But as far as I am still healthy, as long as I'm still healthy, another way I can receive this money back, it is called tax return. Another way I'll be receiving this money every month back is when I reach 65 years. As soon as I clock 65 years, bam, automatically I'll be receiving salary from government. As a private businessman, because I'm doing my private business, as a private businessman, I will be receiving salary from government automatically 65 years of age. But only way I cannot receive the salary is if I am a millionaire in this country. Underline it. If I am a millionaire in this country. If I'm a millionaire in this country, I have no right to receive salary from government because they are seeing how much I worth in my account, and the people who I employ will be receiving salary from my company, so automatically. But do you know what happened? Immediately I reach 65 years, I will not pay tax again. You see now? There is law for it. I will not pay tax again. Now I am above tax. Anything I am making is for me. No more charges. This thing, I will not pack all these things and go and throw away it, bam, because I'm a millionaire. But I am not paying any government tax again. That means I have served the country. I have rendered my service perfectly well, arriving at that age. So I will be using that money that I'm paying for tax to be doing what? To be drinking, to be flexing myself, to be going from club to club, because I have merited it. Do you see it now? So let me continue. Like social security, public health insurance, like Medicare, Medicaid, and other aid program for individuals and families facing hardship. I will post this thing immediately. Let me post it immediately. As I am broadcasting, I am posting it so that you will be reading from what I am teaching you. Let me post it immediately. I'm going to Facebook and posting it immediately here. You know the West Ham. Let me post it immediately. It's posted. Now, let me go back again. It's posted. Now, look at it here. Let me start from the beginning and read everything finished so that's for your own understanding. The primary purpose of government taxation is to raise the necessary revenue to fund public services, infrastructure, and government operations. This money supports a wide range of functions that benefit society as a whole. Second, core uses of tax revenue. Government at federal, state, and local level use tax money for numerous purposes, including public services, funding essential services such as police, fire protection, the justice and the legal system, sanitization, and other basic government duties. Infrastructure, building, maintaining, and modernizing essential infrastructure like roads, bridges, railways, public transportations, utility system, and government building. Social safety nets, including unemployment benefit, pension payment like Social Security, public health insurance like Medicare and Medicaid, and other aid programs for individuals and families facing hardship. Education and research, financing public schools, universities, educational infrastructure, teacher salary, scientific and medical research, and the development, national defense, and international relations, covering the cost of military, national defense activity, veterans, benefits, and international cooperations and humanitarian aid effort. Public debt. A portion of tax revenue used to pay interest on government debts accommodated from past spending and the deficit. Culture and environment, supporting cultural institutions like museums, arts, event, sports, facilities, and environmental protection programs and the conservation projects. Beyond funding, other roles of taxation beside generating revenue, taxation is also used as a tool for fiscal policy to achieve broader economic and social goals, influencing behavior. Government impose higher sales taxes on certain goods like tobacco, alcohol. These are the people that pay highest in every country, like cigarettes and alcohol, and the certain goods, unhealthy products, to discourage consumption or offer tax incentives for environmental friendly behavior, like purchasing electricity vehicles or investing in research and development. redistributing wealth, progressive tax system, where higher income individuals pay a larger percentage of their income tax, help reduce income inequality. This revenue then fund programs to support peoples in need, ensuring the more equitable society. Stabilizing the economy, tax policies can be adjusted to manage the economy. During a recession, cutting taxes can stimulate activity, while raising taxes during strong growth can help control inflation. Encouraging compliance and legitimacy. A transparent and fair tax system help foster a social contract between citizens and the government. Encouraging, what did I tell you? Relationship, foster. What do you mean of foster? Uniting you with the government. People who pay tax have special respect in every country. Do you see the benefit? Do you see the reason for taxes? So all these things I named here, is there anyone Nigeria government is doing? Is university in Nigeria free? No. Is secondary school in Nigeria free? No. Is primary schools free? No. Are they paying unemployed Nigerians salary monthly? Automatically, maybe as it is here, your salary will just fall into your account as a person who is not working every month. Is that happening in Nigeria? No. So what are they collecting tax for? This is the question you will ask. What are the Tinubu and his senators and the House of Rep collecting? To buy more cars for themselves, to buy more expensive wristwatch, or to live more luxurious life? To squeeze you. That's what they call. This is what they call politicians squeezing their citizens, suffocating their citizens. What's happened in Venezuela? What do you think that happened in Venezuela? Maduro become a dictatorship. Like this tax now, the same thing APC is trying to establish in Nigeria. They impose things on Nigerians without the consent of Nigeria, without hearing from the Nigerians, without debate. This is what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria Senate today have become a place where Tinubu will appoint somebody. The person will come for confirmation. The other senators will say, allow him to bow and go, without interrogating that person, without questioning that person, without investigating that person. You will hear, bow and go. This is what is happening in Nigeria Senate floor, where people that president appointed need to be questioned even in a the most criticest of question supposed to come up there. But what we hear is where Akwa Ibom will say, bow and go. What make Akwa Ibom? Gospel Akwa Ibom said what he said during the Musa own is because of international community have started watching. He now remember. I never knew that Gospel Akwa Ibom understand that what he had been doing is wrong. When somebody will come to the Senate House for confirmation of his appointment, he will say, you can bow and go. So when he now look like America is looking at him, Akwa Ibom now starts, he now say, you have to question him. This is not where now we cannot say bow and go because America is on our neck. So what I want to say here is that so Nigerian senators and the lawmakers, they are not even respectful to the citizens they are governing. Do you know that that is a crime? When you can never be respected, it's like Mazi now. He is not, maybe suddenly he now started not to respect the IPOB member. It's a crime. We will rebel against him. Any day he knows he start not to regard us. He do whatever he wants. He now come out and say whatever he wants. without our consent, without our agreement, we challenge him. This is why I became angry when they said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya. I said, the same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will give report that never your leg touch in any African country in 2019. I said, so did he mean that he disobeyed us, which is a crime against the people he is leading? When I said it, all head was loose. They said, bring that young man, let us crucify him. These are the people who want to challenge me that does not know what is called the leadership role. Who has not anything about life. We are demanding for lion man to be bring to cross like Jesus. Let them crucify me. Do you know that a leader, either president or governor, who refused to pay listening ear to the people that is governing is a crime against humanity? Do you know that? Do you, all of you, understand this thing? What is happening in Nigeria? Does their governors listen to you? No. That is crime against humanity. Does their president and your lawmakers listening to the Nigerians? No. They do whatever they want against Nigerians. Like this tax now is evidence. This is the evidence that we are going to submit in US. We are going to submit this thing without consulting Nigerians, without anything. You just wake up and say, from January, your account, bank will be taking money from your account as a tax. This is crime against human. This is human abuse. What do you think is called human abuse? Human rights abuse. This is human rights abuse. And this is what the Fulani introduced in Nigeria. Many Nigerians does not know that this is crime. You wake up, you impose whatever you want on the people, and everybody will be quiet. Because Igbos, you know, there is one kind of method the Nigerian politicians establish. They establish hatred among the tribes. So Igbos will not say, you know, consign us. And all of us go suffer them. But they never knew that the Fulani is bringing this, all the Fulani bringing this idea to Tinubu. They are bringing it in targeting the Igbos. At the end of the day, the Fulani are not going, no single Fulani will pay this tax. So why can't all of you wake up and understand that the Fulani are the one planting all this chaos? They will introduce it, but because they are above the law. They will not pay. They will not pay. Then who will pay? The Igbos. And Igbos lawmakers are there, keeping quiet. Atrocities are taking place against their own people. Against their own people. When we talk, they say, bring them, let us crucify them. When we tell them the truth, they say, bring them, they want to cause problem. Well, that is a state that always say, a place where lies and deception have become a culture, truth become a threat. So the truth we are saying today have become a threat in Nigeria because the system have adopted what they call self-deception. It's like what we say in time today, but then they forget that the truth always reshape society. Today, the Christianity in Nigeria is reshaping, but many people don't know. Have you observed that Nigeria's system of Christianity today is rapidly reshaping? It's becoming better. Do you know why it's becoming better? Because we have done the job. God will not come down from heaven to do the job. It is human being that will do it. And before you do it, you must seek for courage from God and wisdom. When I post something and talk to Adeboye anyhow, people will say, he's a lion man, he's a man of God, don't talk. That was the challenge I faced from some of our church members. Lion man, leave the man of God for God, let God judge them. I say, shut up, you don't know what is called how God functions. I said, God will not come down and judge. We are the people that will judge. We will judge them, and we are judging them. Today, Nigerian church are getting a new shape of honor. Because no more the blind pastor, that is you. As we are praying, this brother, he has been blind for 30-something years. Today, he can see. Church now turned to movie. We look at this and look at it. No. Stop this thing. As Adeboye succeeded in doing his own in his church, Suleiman will succeed. When Suleiman will watch Adeboye do it and succeeded, he will go and do his own. Because all of them need to advertise their business. Kwimina Chapel will be doing his own. Mountain of Fire will be doing his own. Then the new generational churches, all these small boys that graduated and that have no job in Nigeria, will now go and open their own, start their own. They will now go and bring that, hey, this man is working. Then those with a gullible mindset, that don't know the difference within truth, or that don't know the difference of fiction and reality. I know a brother who went to the mountain. He developed stomach ulcer. He nearly died. I know how much I give. He's a pastor from my own village. I spent 350,000 for him to be well. Why? He went to mountain. He said he is following, he's imitating, he loves Suleiman, he is imitating Suleiman. The kind of miracle, the kind of power of miracle that God gives Suleiman, that is praying to ask God to give him such power. This guy went to inside, where almost every week this guy is inside doing fasting. Until I got that report. He nearly died. After saving him, I called him. I said, do you see how stupid you are? I said, what I heard, is this true? Because his brother that told me. I mentioned his brother. I said, your brother says so. Is it true? He said, my brother, Okwanezo. I met Pepe Chineke Nyanamara. Master Chineke Ole Nyangamara. Suleiman Onyanyamara. I said, all these things these guys are doing is lie. Okay, you are watching television. You begin to imitate lie. And for you don't know that it's lie. You think it's reality. I said, this is advertisement for business booming. I said, can you go there inside that crowd of that crusade or his church and bring somebody that Suleiman make to work? He says, I begin to talk sense inside him. The sense now came. I said, come. If you love to be pastor, I said, let me tell you, let me teach you the righteous way of becoming a pastor. Go in there, study your Bible properly, plant the seed of keeping people's conscience alive. I said, the purpose of church is to teach people what is bad and what is good. I said, that is the only purpose of church and Bible. Teach people the way of keeping their conscience alive. Tell them that killing somebody else is a sin before God. Lying against somebody is a sin. Intimidating somebody is a sin. Humiliating other person is a sin. I said, this will help our society to get a new face of society. I said, this is the things we should be doing in church. Not all this drama. I said, since the existence, I said, even in the Bible, Christ did not make anybody walk. He said, what, brother? I said, the problem you people have, you don't read Bible to the end. Go and read Bible very well. I said, that place they say Christ make the lame to walk is not physically lame. I said, when you are limited to knowledge, you are a cripple. But when you obtain knowledge, you can stand up from where you have been stagnant and begin to move, begin to pursue that information, begin to pursue that knowledge of yours. Then you are moving. That means you are beginning to walk. I said, the Christ make the blind to see. He does not make a physical blind man to see. No way he made anybody to see. I said, it is a knowledge planted on them. I said, because the Israelites were blind. Christ came and teach them. They begin to see. Sin, you see, that is an inner man vision, not physical eye seeing. I said that this is the significant. It's not the other way around. I said, why do you want to kill yourself? I said, now, he nearly died. Today, that guy from my village, from my town, had becoming the worst enemy of all these maga pastors of miracle. If you see him wear a microphone, he'll be telling his member, all these things is a lie. He's not using himself as an example. All this is a lie. And the member now beginning to understand that today, because of us, today, millions of souls in Nigeria today are beginning to see the truth. Knowing that all these things they are following all these years is a game. We are not against church. We are not against Christianity. I'm a hardcore Christian, and I can never change from it. At the same time, I respect those who sustain our culture. Because in the history of Christ, Christ respects the culture of the Jew. So why can't me, lion man, respect my culture? You see, truth is the life. This taxation I explained today, being the 4th of January, many people will go into it. They will. You see, sometimes when you teach people what they don't know, they will begin to question for it. Now, let me go to the resources. Let me read when they say resources of a nation. A nation's resources are used for human survival, economic development, industrial processes, energy production, and the foundation of all goods and infrastructure. Resources, both natural and human-made, satisfy fundamental human needs and drive societal advancement. Key uses of a national resources: basic survival and well-being. Essential natural resources such as air, fresh water, and the soil are vital for all life. Providing drinking water and enabling agriculture for food production, forests and other ecosystem help control air quality, and they provide flood protections and the climate control. Energy production. Resources are critical for generating the energy that powers homes, transportations, and industries. They include non-renewable sources like coal, oil, and natural gas, as well as renewable sources such as solar, wind, and the hydroelectric powers. Industry and manufacturing raw materials extracted from nature, such as metal, iron, copper, aluminium, gold, minerals, and the fundamental for manufacturing a vast array of products, everything from the electronic using lithium and the copper to construct materials, steel, cement, sands, relies on the resources, infrastructures, and the construction. A significant portion of resources is used in building homes, schools, hospitals, roads, bridges, and the other infrastructures essential for a developed society. Economic growth and the trade. The extractions and the export of natural resources can significantly contribute to a national gross domestic product, GDP, create employment opportunities, and provide economic stability. Revenue generated can also fund public services and conservation efforts, technological advancement. Resources are necessary for research, innovations, and developing new technologies, which in turn improve the quality of this. So I'm asking you all, is this thing being seen within the Nigerian government? No. So what is the purpose of the oil? All of you are shouting oil and gas, gold in Zamfara, in Bronu, California, which is the most expensive resources in the world. What is happening? Are all these things being used? Still, your police forces and the army are being paid the lowest salary of this world. I said something before. I said with all the natural resources Nigerians have, no police officer is supposed to receive less than 1.5 million. At least somebody who is enrolled into Nigeria police today is supposed to receive at least 1 million naira as a salary for management with the kind of resources Nigeria have. So have you asked yourself, why above all these resources that is available, why is these people want to dip hand inside your account and take your money by force? That is, something is wrong somewhere. Is Nigerian citizens have then called their politicians and asked them, and protest one and occupy road and ask them, tell us what you are doing with the resources in Bronu. Tell us what you are doing with the resource, with the gold in Zamfara. Tell us what you are doing with oil in Biafra land. Have you asked that question? You haven't asked that question. But what you are busy doing is to defend those or insult those who are trying to make your life better. Let me tell you something. When the foundation is rotten, the best engineer, if you are a civil engineer, the best thing is to demolish the building and reconstruct it again. Because except if you're a bad engineer, you want to reconstruct a modern house on a rotten and a weak foundation, believe me, that house will fall. It will collapse. If you try to put that structure there, it will fall. The only thing you do, what? You demolish the former structure, the former foundation, and start the rebuilding again. And how are you going to do it? We IPOB will take an easiest way of resolving Nigeria problem. Because if you say, okay, let us go and reform Nigeria police, it's unreformable. If you say, okay, let us go and reform Nigeria army, it's unreformable. You can't reform it. Because when these people, you know, corruption and evil is addicted. It's like somebody who are used for drinking alcohol, or who is very used or smoking. You know, for that person to leave that smoke is very difficult. I think you understand. So nobody will come today to tell you he's going to reform Nigeria and is a lie. As far as that Nigeria have entered there, it's all reformable. Nobody can come today and tell you want to go and reform Nigeria police. It cannot. Even, let me tell you, as Nigeria stand now, if I thought they listening to me, all these years I've been shouting of Nigeria police receiving 1 million above, even though if you pay Nigeria police 2 million salary today, the nonsense they are doing, they will continue to do it. If you pay army, Nigeria army today 2 million naira salary as a junior officer, the nonsense they are doing, they will continue to do it. So because we study, let me tell you something, we study government, we know how to handle and resolve problems. The only way out is what? Disintegration. Where we disintegrate Nigeria, everybody now will now go. Then everybody will now go and put law that will be suitable to their own system. You know, Fulanis are very fantastically corrupt. They can go and put the law that will soften their corruption in their place. They practice their corruption and kill themselves there. If the Yorubas want to go and form a law that will enable them to destroy themselves, they go and do. If Biafrans want to go and form their own, that will make them, take them back to our forefathers' way of sincerity, they will go and form it. Because making constitution must rhyme. Constitution must get connected to your culture. Do you hear what I said? Are you shocked? Constitution must get connected to your culture. In this country, women can wear pants and be walking on the street. They know born you will make a touch them. You can only look the shape of the nyash of the woman. Looking is allowed. You go your way. Nobody, you will not insult her. You will not utter any single word. Because in their culture, they believe that women need to showcase their nakedness on the road. So that is not sin in this country, because it's in line with their culture. But in our own culture, women need to dress very well. So if we are making law, we make law according to our culture. Any law that is not related to your natural culture can never sustain that particular people. It will result in crisis. It will land everybody in crisis, because that is not the system in which you are born. You know, naturally, do you know why there is a little bit crisis in Nigeria among the Igbo? In nature of Igbo man blood does not accept intimidation. Go and make your research. In our culture, we don't accept intimidation. So therefore, when we are going to make our law, we make sure that we insert that into our constitution, so that to avoid disaster tomorrow. Oh, police officer, you are army officer in Biafra land. If you intimidate any Biafra, you go to jail. Do you know why? Because naturally, how we are born, we hate intimidation. Last thing you can do is to intimidate an Igbo man. He ready to give up his life. You say, no, instead of me to take this, make her die. Instead of me to take this individual, make her give up my life. That is Igbo man for you. And it's not a pride. That is how he's born. So in another way to protect that culture, you have to put it inside law. Thank you very much. Those who want to call in can call in and air your view. They will. I'm going to post the natural resources as well. I'm going to post it too.
It is
Mazi.
Hello, Martin. Good morning.
Morning, there. Adema.
Because is my voice coming loud on the camera?
Yes, very loud and clear.
Okay. Because I want to contribute something here because I want every Biafra that is hearing on this program now. I never said this before, but I have been thoroughly. I'm not going to say Igbo. Go
ahead with your Igbo.
For years now. I think, I don't know the another dimension, the God of our land, they are using these guys. I think this kind of a program, there's a 3 or 4 powerful program the Ryan man have released within this. That is, I have listened to them more than five times. Is there any way we can be pushing all this to the whole world? Because God has given this guy, and it's like what is coming out of his mouth, nobody knows, nobody can tell. And it's our duty to push this for all our people, for Nigerians, because our message of Biafra is not just for Biafra, but for the humanity of Nigeria. Because the program of Biafra does not discriminate all. We are after our own self. We are going to Yoruba to go and die, Hausa to go and die. And these people are changing the narrative, making the point of what IPOB are pursuing in a way that IPOB are fighting for separate themselves or this or that, based on in a wrong narrative. But listening to this now, we are beginning to go to the foundation of the government. What is this government? We say we are Nigerian government. And this message now, Nigerians doesn't know this. Since I was born, I have never had this ready. So how can we upgrade this for our people to get to the root of what they're claiming? I'm a Nigerian, I'm a citizen, I'm a this, I'm a that. This is the most very, very powerful message that can be repeated 200 times until it gets to the sink of everybody. So I want every Biafra that is under this program, as many you can share in your program, in your platform, in your families, let them pay attention to rest. Knowledge is power. What you don't know is bigger than you. If we can come into the umbrella of this kind of understanding, I don't think we shall be being under the bondage of the criminal Turumbu and all these criminal pastors parodying themselves in Nigeria. You know, so we have to push these messages because our people are If we have a country, there's no way we can be scattering abroad and be looking for a refuge. There's no way we cannot be proud of our land and our country. Every Nigerian today, to live Nigeria is a miracle.
Yes,
how can we have a country
very shameful mentality?
It's a miracle for everybody.
Very shameful mentality. Everybody wants to run away.
And the same people that to leave the country is a miracle to them. The same people were the ones that protecting those morons that is keeping them to be running away from their country. And when you talk about it, they will say it's a statesman. All this Obasanjo, all this, look at this another influence in our land that Ipob. That one now has been championing all kinds of nonsense, disgracing himself. How wrong would that moron patrol this nonsense? He cannot come to his understanding to come into the knowledge of our leader Nnamdi in order for the betterment of our people. This fool has been deceiving our people from his running election. Now he's championing to run it. This what is hurting my bones all the time. We are having all this kind of a human being. Who will look at his face, he's pretending like a human being. I hate all these morons, man. I hate them so badly. I don't know why they're still breathing. I don't know why they're still breathing till today. I just woke up this morning. I said, I key into this message. Ever since I key into this message now, until this time they said the line has opened to make a call. Please let us everyone on this program. This is a program not to be ignored. This is a program we have to be pushing it in every. I don't know how to. I'm not in the Facebook mobile or whatever, but as many that is here, let's push it in all the communities, all the groups.
Mazi, let me ship in. Let me ship in.
This is another beginning of another foundation.
Mazi, let me ship in something. Mazi, let me ship in something here, please. You see, like many places I've gone, I've been in Italy. I've traveled to France. I've traveled to one Arab country, which I don't want to mention the name. There is no place in the world where taxation of government is forceful. No. I don't know where Nigeria politicians are getting all this idea to rob Nigerians forcefully. It's not done anywhere in the world. It's not done anywhere in the world. So when I see that, if you put money inside your account, bank will not deduct tax for government. Then who told you that the bank will submit that tax, will submit that deduction to the federal government? This is just a group of mafians. This is another face of fraud, national fraud against the same citizen they denied opportunity in every corner. I don't know what Nigeria politicians is designing for Nigerians. Maybe they want to suffocate them to death. This is what they call politicians suffocate. Do you know why Venezuela president was picked up? If you come to this country today, in this Brazil, go and ask anybody. Venezuela in South America is one of the best countries in South America after Brazil. But today, all the whole Venezuela citizens, almost all of them are here. All of them are here, searching for job. And the thing now is disturbing the Brazilian citizens themselves, because the job they're supposed to secure. Because this is the country where discrimination is a crime. If me now, as an African, if I apply for any opportunity, a Brazilian apply for the same opportunity, if I merit it, they will give to me. They will never deny me. Because if they deny me, I have the right to sue the institution for discriminating me. This is what the Brazilians are facing now. Money jobs they're supposed to take are being given to Venezuelans in this country. And this is a country that have the largest oil something. But somebody now made himself a dictatorship, enslaving the citizens. Look at how they are jubilating. Look at how the citizens of Venezuela are jubilating. Those in the US are jubilating. Those in Brazil are jubilating. Those in Venezuela are jubilating. This is what they're talking, and this is exactly what the politicians are doing in Nigeria, suffocating the citizens, suffocating them, making them to go through hell. Continue.
Do you know that? Do you know that after I watched that thing, I'm beginning to pray to God that one day, is there any day, one day, our leader Mazi will carry foreigners or whatever, or this from, they will go and pick all these criminals. They will go and pick all these criminals. Nigeria will tribulate like ever for 1 month. If that kind of a thing happen in Nigeria today, Nigerian streets, you see all these people when they deceive themselves, when they buy a restaurant, when they say, they're all fake, they all in their hearts. They knew that the people they are following, they are evil. They knew. But that because of out of hunger, because a hungry man has not dignity. And this type of thing they want to impose now is to affect most of us who are planning to locate to Biafra and to development. So now we insert money now for something or a project, they will wipe all the money and tell you that is a tax, that will remove tax. Because they have seen that Biafra has now been planning many things. So many of us have been planning, engaging in many things to see that our land is being developed and our people will have where they can go and fight.
The Yorubas are not paying that tax. So. Igbo politicians know what I'm talking about. Yorubas are not paying that tax. Funanis are not paying that tax. Hausas are not paying that tax. The only people that tax that tax, the only Igbos. Go and mark it somewhere. Only Igbos they targeted. And that will not happen. That will not happen. That money, that tax will never function. Never. Because if anybody touch my account, maybe I transfer that money there, somebody touch it. I'm going to sue that bank.
There is something you mentioned about Ataribe and about the mindset of our governors and what they have decided to collaborate with the foreigners in order to destroy their people rather than to save their people. These are the topics that need to be serving these people so that they will be aware that IPOB, we are aware of what you people are doing. And if you people continue, no intercepting judgment, every act has a consequence. We are already aware that those people are conniving with the foreigners against your own people. You are not for us. It's a hard time we have to make it, whether in a letter, whether in an official, whatever. They have to know. We know their game and we know where they are.
The problem of Nigerians is that the people who are governing them are lying to them. You know, do you remember many people were surprised? Somebody called me and said, "Oh man, in Radio Biafra," say he listened to Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra, Mazi, Jonathan were shouting Sokoto, Sokoto, Sokoto. You suddenly Sokoto, Sokoto, Sokoto. Mazi Matabuchi, Sokoto, Sokoto. He said almost all the media warriors of IPOB were shouting Sokoto, Sokoto. Then the sudden thing they hear is airstrike, US airstrike in Sokoto. He said, why is it in Sokoto? What exactly do you people see in Sokoto? We say we have information that you people don't have. Look at where they keep 400 terrorists in Sokoto State. Inside so terrorists now, Nigeria government now build a state, a very confirmed estate where the terrorists are based. All their armories are there. It's like barracks. So which means they are the ones sending them the mission.
And they will come out, they will tell us insecurity.
Insecurity. The same people.
The one part is this. The whole Nigerian youth, they say that they are graduates, they are this, they are that. They never knew that insecurity in a country is sponsored by government. And the same government is coming back to be telling you we are fighting insecurity. And we want, instead of the masses we march on the streets and said, you are not governing us, you are not representing us, you are not in a senatoring us, you are after us and killing us and lying to us. That will end all the everything. But then we back up.
No, Mazi, don't blame them. You know, there's something in Nigeria. They will say, nobody will. They will betray them. Anybody who have that mindset to come out, they will betray him. They will betray him. Even the pastor of that church, of that member, as soon as that member go and tell his pastor, the pastor will discourage him. He say, my brother, my member, leave this thing for God. God will take care of it. Leave this thing for God, please. Don't go and kill yourself. They will discourage him. There is one state in the north. It's not in a core, it's not in a what they call it, this core north, you know, where they find all these major core north, no. But they include them in the north. My brother, if you see what the spy plane record they took from that place, that is another headquarter for terrorists. And Nigerian army were going in. They were going in inside that camp and coming out. These are the same army that told you they are fighting insecurity. They are going in inside that place. But the day they are going to strike that place, the day US are going to strike that, because I don't think it's US that will strike that place. I think it's Israel. The day they are going to strike it, you will confirm about Nigeria general Abasis will be there. Because they are targeting them for them to come back. I don't know the kind of meeting they are hosting there. Any day they go back to that place, they will strike that place. They want to use it as evidence that Nigeria government are the terrorists. I saw this thing movement. I say, God, look at the people they say they are fighting security. Is it not general? This one is not general. Entering this camp. Is it not general? Entering this here. There is one place I'm monitoring. There is one place we are monitoring in Ebonyi. One politician house in Ebonyi. One politician house in Ebonyi. Where they are hiding these people. Where they are hiding them. The next strike now, everywhere will be included. Not even all those, they will drop it, every building where they are hiding terrorists. That is why Sultan of Sokoto run away. That's why Gumi run away. Most of all these Fulani elite, they have abandoned their home and run away. Because they know they have getting some clue of what is about to happen. Ndewo Mazi, let me take the other person's call. Please round up.
So much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Ndewo.
Yeah.
Let me call this brother back. I think he have been calling. Hello, Mazi.
Yeah, Mazi, good morning.
Morning, Ndewo. You're welcome.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you for your good work.
Yeah.
Thank you for the last caller. Lion Man is, not say that now, Nnamdi, I don't know how we regard our own so much. I've been following Lion Man for a long time, and then Okwenine Okuchaya, Obena Mesu. And the Biafra all over the world was supposed to be listening. And I was actually supposed to give you a portion in the Biafra so that that message will be spread across the globe. Let me say something here. The issue about tax in Nigeria, we already know that it's only to target Igbo. But what are we doing for that? Well, now, HOD came out now to announce that everybody should withdraw his money and change it to his other currency. Long time ago, before this idiot emerged as the president.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And then, if most of the people listening to Radio Biafra that time, HOD, or time, the bike I win a lot of money. But you can imagine that dollar was, I think, 650 to 700 that particular time.
Yeah.
That the only one I want 7 million naira has a $10,000. Okay, let's assume you have 30 million naira that account, but you withdraw that money and change it to dollar right now. Now that money will be almost like how much money in dollar? It should be around something $1,000.
Yeah.
Thereabout, or $40,000 now. Now, because of most of our people are so gullible, because they only prefer the one the white man will say before they will listen, or the government propaganda machine will say before they will listen. Now, what happened? This criminal emerged as the president, and the next that he developed Nigerian currency now. From that 700 naira, it go to almost 1,800. Now, tell me now, only 30 million naira account for how much did they have that time? Ordinary $20,000.
Yes.
Yes. Now you have lose almost $12,000 to $13,000. That if you ever listen to HOD, you will save extra more money from your account.
No, Mazi, what happened is this. You see, that is what I tell you. It's like when Gomi told Igbo politicians, recruit Igbo youth to fight IPOB. And many governors like Soludo adopted that advice. Imo State adopted that advice. Enugu adopted that advice. Now, when it become clear to them that that advice was advice of enemy, already they have used that advice to destroy many things among our states. Today,
Yes.
they have dropped that advice, knowing fully well, no, this advice doesn't mean well for us. But he told them, the same thing he told them that IPOB is evil. But one thing about our people, sometimes I ask myself, how can the enemy of your forefathers, how do you expect enemy of your forefathers to become a best friend of you when you have grown? You see how sometimes I say our people they have longer way to go. A man who hates your father hates you. Take it anyway. I always tell people, they say people can change. I say no. No, it's a lie. The man can pretend because maybe you have seen that maybe you are stronger than your father. But be very careful over that man. The same thing he did to your father, he will try to do it to you. Until these politicians understand that Funani, no single Funani, be it Dankwete, be it whoever, as far as he has a Funani blood, meant to work for an Igbo person. Any day our politicians will realize this, they will begin to use their brain. Go ahead.
So yes, you're right, man. You see, the main point here that is like every person that calls himself an Igbo person. I'm not saying IPOB because I know IPOB is always in line. If you're not an IPOB member, you're an ordinary Igbo person, is buying and sell. If you want to be safe, you should listen to IPOB all over the whole world. Even the individual IPOB will even teach you what is going on in Nigeria and what is coming ahead. So now, we will have been so easily to deceive. And then, when you look at what is happening in Nigeria now, even when the HOD pronounced something that favor our people, the church is supposed to implement it as soon as possible and take their members. But it was changed that now the bondage in the Bible today now in Nigeria for the church contributed almost 90%. I'm the one that said that.
Exactly.
Yes, 90% of it is because you watch the atrocity in the church is even more than even politicians. What politicians is doing is only looting and then killing our youth. But you see, the worst one in the church is to damage our people's brain. Okay, just like for instance, that fornication pastor that is trading everywhere in social media, is enough for everybody to vacate from that church? Or neither, that church is still growing every blessed day.
No, they won't vacate too. They won't vacate. You know, that thing is not ordinary now, my brother. You know, most of these guys, most of all these guys, they went foul. They beat you. That's what they call bewitchment. When you hear the word bewitchment, that is it. They have bewitched them, so they go nowhere. It's only people that, among the people that have strong spirit, that will walk away. Like many people now, many hundreds of people have walked away from that church. I know many people who are walk away.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's something I said a long time ago in Biafra. I don't know, maybe 1 year ago. I said the last thing that Fulani will do right now to extend their conquest in Biafra land is to give P2B a mandate 4 years. If I thought that he will win, I don't know. If I thought that he will win, and it will slow our movement. Why did I say that? Because the Igbo man is very easy to be deceived. You know why? When I say that, some people disagree with me. Now, P2B have match with the Atiku and the A5 for next election. And now, our people are championing it right now. Why is it like that?
No. No, P2B is trying to save British company. The move of P2B wasn't P2B intention. Okay, let me just say this now here, because there's no need of hiding it. British government have met with P2B, and they pleaded with him that he's the only one who can save their business. You know, Nigeria is their business.
Yes.
They said they are playing with Tinubu. That's why Tinubu is running hater-skater, trying to do. They want to continue keeping Africa down by bringing P2B as somebody who is coming to give them new Nigeria. Do you understand me? And they have spoken to Atiku Abubakar. They have begged with Atiku Abubakar, please, let us bring this man in so that Nigeria will not disintegrate. But they never know that we have this plan. As they are planning their own, we are planning our own. Remember what I told you? There will be nothing, there will not, they are dreaming. Nigeria 2027 election will not survive. Tinubu is the last president of Nigeria. Conren Conson. That is why I say, these people, they don't have sense. If me be in the shoe of Tinubu, irrespective of he entered there illegally, he was not duly elected, fine and good. But there's something he will do. He will play smart by ambushing P2B, ambushing Britain. What is he going to do? Announce a referendum. Instantly. British will now run, they will now run into their hole and go and hide. Instead of him to be there, allow P2B to come and help Britain to save their company. If I am in the position of Tinubu, I will announce referendum. Everybody will go. The business will end there. Then my name will enter into history as man who brings solution to the table. Because referendum is only solution. Referendum is only solution, everlasting solution. Africa will begin to experience development in a speedy way. But he will not like to bring that record because he's a Satanist. Anybody who is a Satanist, Satan can never allow him to be honored. Tinubu will, Satan they are serving can never allow him to be honored. But I have looked this thing and say, God, let us assume I am in the shoe of Tinubu. This is what I will play smart. I will announce referendum. then my name will enter into history of Africa as one of the honorable figure in Africa that brings solution to Africa. But he will not do it. He will not do it. But let us see what will happen. Maybe when it becoming clearer to him now, he may do it, sure. Let us see. P2B is evil. Don't you know that P2B is evil now? When I always tell you, think I'm P2B is evil.
I know.
It's evil. Imagine somebody, a white man call you and tell you to come and help them save their business. And you are coming out. You want to serve white people against your own people. And you know that this thing they are advising you to do now will keep Africa down. So you don't want Africa to rise like the way the people you want to serve, the way their place rise. In fact, I don't want to go deeper. I have to go deeper to be.
But yes, that's my only worry since I saw him. I know that one. Okay, I'm going to again to eat sleep on the guy. And you know, in the Igbos, it's that easy to be manipulated. A very small thing, understand? Even my landlord, I was living in his house here in the America. I know I was discussing with him. He now said that can you need a chance that I know P2B will do something. He started giving me a reference to what happened in Alhambra during the P2B. So I have to tell him something. See, oh, your age right now, you're supposed to know that now that's no way that you can walk again. Like, he said, okay, now fine. Because when there are so many past presidents, can you tell me what have ever worked during those past presidents, even including our brother, good luck, Jonathan? Now, how do you think that P2B will make Nigeria a paradise in the next 4 years? How do you think? You know, the man is almost like 69 or 70 years, and he keeping insisting that the P2B will do something. You see, if you buy in a now, the most difficult place person in Nanya, P2B is our own brother. I don't hate him for nothing. But P2B have been the only deceiver. You know, I prefer even a Fulani or Yoruba because they will show you what they want to do. But P2B will go in a secret deed that nobody will even know. Like he come out to pretend as a messiah. But P2B never be a messiah for one day. Because he never condemn any of those all those body market, all those Igbo market in Lagos. He bought all those destroy market in Bayobas in Lagos. He never want to come. But the first day that he affected his brother or they demolished his brother's house, I don't know if it's his brother's house or his own house.
Is his own house? Is his own house?
Yes. He went there immediately and then he commented. Now, that one is alone to prove to you that this man is a very selfish man. He cares about his own. But look at the market that I think they bought 2 markets now in Lagos during this Christmas period. But P2B never mentioned any single about it or to condemn it. But people have never reason to that area. So we all must, in short, our saving this world is only IPOB. So God is even make us to make sure that we achieve Biafra. Or manage that, not a good anything. So every Igbo person now, if you want to be saved, let me tell you, if you want to have a future, you have to follow IPOB. That's the only way. Only now you can see that now. If you watch all the whole media, if you watch all the whole media in Lagos or in Yoruba, all media, some of them are rising, TV, Channel TV or something. They never step their leg in Biafra land.
Mazi.
They never step their leg. They are the ones that will first of all subscribe and IPOB that the one cutting insecurity in the world. And the Igbo man foolishly will believe them.
Mazi Onyeka.
You can imagine that.
Wait, Mazi. Mazi Onyeka, I will call you back immediately this caller drop. You have been calling and I call you, we are not around. I will call you back. You can drop. I will call you back when the caller drop, okay? Please. Go ahead, Mazi.
So we have to make sure that we wake our people up. If enough of deceiving our people is too much in Biafra land, we will never ever abide anything. If it will be a man, we will never ever. So the OSC should put their plan ahead of them and expose those evil. The P2B cannot do anything for our people. So P2B should take us back another 50 years again to be suffering. And why look at Biafra now close to us right now. Now they have imagined him. How can P2B, how can P2B, Atiko step down for P2B? A Fulani man for that matter, every fire was even among them now. But even man never thinking, how manage?
Isn't don't you see what? Don't you hear what I reveal to you here now? that is the deal now.
Yes.
Are you joking with Britain? Britain are very smart. They are very smart.
Let me leave you so that you can come, please.
Okay.
Thank you for your good work, my brother. God bless you, sir.
No.
Yeah.
Britain are very smart. They want to make him a figurehead president that has nothing to offer. Mazi, go ahead. You have been calling since.
Yes, Mazi, sorry.
Yeah,
I'll be quick because I'm
okay.
My name is Onyeka. I'm calling from the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Am I coming out?
You are coming out very clear.
Okay, Mazi, I thank you for your analysis. It's always, spot on. I always enjoy your analysis of, every topic. One, let me quickly talk about what you said about P2B just now. I had that impression too that it actually Britain that is sponsoring him to save their empire. Because they know that the empire is near collapse. But what actually beat me is that why would an Igbo man is P2B, want to do that kind of job? Why? When you know the plight of Igbo in Nigeria, what we've gone through in Nigeria and what we are going through today, you can see how they treated Mazi and Kanu, how they treated us. They're still treating us now. I don't see why an Igbo man will want to play that kind of role. You understand? If you go back to the leak audio between Shetima and Kule, Alhaji Shetima and Kule, you will see that Igbos are doomed in Nigeria. So no Igbo man should actually be used to sustain Nigeria, because Nigeria is a destiny killer for Biafrans and for Igbo specifically. You understand, Mazi?
Yeah.
So I just hope that Nigeria will collapse before even 2027, because there's no hope for Biafrans in that country.
Not to pray Nigeria will collapse. Nigeria will not stand. They will not stand what is coming before 2027. Just go and take it somewhere. I've told somebody, I don't talk what I don't know. Before I come out publicly to say this thing, I'll post it. Forget about it, my brother. Forget it. They know what they're doing. All the whole politicians know. Another mistake Tinubu did to provoke the United States. He know he has a drug case in US. Then Trump vow, he said, I don't want to set my eye on this man. Imagine when a president says, I don't want to see a president of the country. Do you know how they have been lobbying and begging for Tinubu to go to our White House and see? Trump said, but personally, he said he don't want to see this man. That is why he sent his senators to be talking to them. He said he don't want to see him. That means something is fishing. And apart from that, Tinubu being so stupid and not having a good advisor, upon what Rinomokere did, and he is on social media seeing what the senators of United States of America and the Rinomokere is doing, that all of them are against him. Tinubu went ahead and appointed that man as ambassador.
Yeah.
You see the greatest mistake he did? No, he went ahead and appointed it, and it's so stupid how National Assembly is. They went and confirmed him. Just to tell you, these people, they are not on social media.
National Assembly is rubber stamp now. It's rubber stamp National Assembly.
No, you know what I want to tell you, Mazi? That means these politicians, they are not paying attention to social media. I have told somebody, I said, do you know that their senators are not active in social media? That is the problem they have. And you are a leader. Somebody the other day around 1 something a.m. I was online. The person now send me inbox, say, Lion man, you know they sleep. You know they sleep. I've been monitoring you for years now. You know they sleep. And I replied to him, I said, Oga, you want us to sleep. You forget that the life of over 80 something million people are in our hand. So exactly. You want us to sleep. The man laugh. I said, we are the tribe. I said, you can't, we are not Nigeria politicians who ignore their citizens. They are sleeping. The day US airstrike hit in Sokoto, Tinubu we are sleeping. What do you call it? Akpabio was in a hotel with 2 girls.
Can you imagine?
None of them know when US plan. Not even Nigerian military generals know. In other way to cover their shame, they now rush out. It took them time. They say, what will you do now? This will look so insulting. They now come out and say, in collaboration. Yeah. Did Trump say the collaboration? The man who announced the strike, say he didn't say in collaboration. He said US have carried an attack. And till today, there's nothing like collaboration from the White House.
Exactly. But Mazi, do you know that that narrative actually helps United States to show, okay, you know, we collaborated with you people, but we know we didn't. But for you to say that, at least that was even say, make what Trump did legitimate, you know?
Yes. But they use lie.
It's also very good.
They use lie to promote Trump, but they never know. Out of shame, they promoted him.
Exactly. You know, Nigerian government are being run by people that are not smart. Even the way they handle these Christian genotypes, genocide something, was also detrimental to them. But they didn't realize that, you know. But I believe that all those things are happening because it was destined to happen that way. So Nigeria will be, you know, fit into the narrative that we have already been promoting, that Nigeria have been marked for destruction, and it's not going to escape it. You know. So Mazi, let me also talk about the tax. Something you analyzed today. You know, that tax something. The way you analyze it is spot on. But if you look at the new law that Tinubu is using to do that particular tax method, you see that, you know, that particular policy was not approved by the House, but Tinubu uttered it and wants to go ahead with it. My own belief really is that tax policy is being driven by France. You know that France is in trouble now financially since they lost the Sahel.
Yeah.
So to me, I believe France is trying to use that tax thing to be getting kind of cheap money from Nigeria.
That is it now. That's why I call it fraud now. It's not legit. It's fraud.
And if you look at it, Mazi, even our HOD mentioned it in his January 1st broadcast, that this tax policy is actually more targeting Ndi Igbo. Because Ndi Igbo were a business. Ndi Igbo are the ones doing big business that have money in their account. Ndi Igbo are the ones sending money to Nigeria the most. So this stealing from the account is going to affect disproportionately Ndi Igbo more. You understand? So it's even another way of making Ndi Igbo poorer. You understand? So that tax something should not be allowed to stay. And I'm hoping and believing that maybe Nigerians will be sensible enough.
Not Nigerians. My Mazi, don't say Nigerians. We have listened. We have advised Igbo businessmen and women, youth to come out. We not say march in Lagos. We say march in all the states in Igbo land. March to the state house and inform the governors this tax we are not paying it. This is a very plain message. We are not going to allow any bank to steal our money and give to Tinubu. Period. If any bank that touch our money, we are going to riot in that bank. Period. This thing is very simple.
That would be great if we can do that.
Let them come out and march.
You know that now that Trump is there, Nigeria will be careful if people protest now. Like that kind of thing that happened during...
Let them come and shoot again now. Let them come and shoot protesters again. May God punish them. This is opportunity our Igbo people have now. Come out. We are not saying go in Lagos. All the whole state in Igbo land. Let them map out 1 day or 2 days. For this tax, governors go to the government house. We are not paying this money. Open and plain. No grammar. This tax, we are not going to pay it. Finish. Don't touch my money in my account. If any of you touch my money in my account, we are going to have a very state chaos. Finish. The governors will carry the message. The governors will carry the message and go and pass to the criminal. Come. Our people say they are not giving you their money. Finish. Go and focus on the oil and the gold. All of you are digging and sharing by yourselves. Go out. If you want to help France, not our money from our account.
Exactly.
Go and give them one side to be mining gold in the north. Finish.
Exactly. You know, this is a good opportunity. If I look at a very good thing for us to do, because this tax policy is going to affect us more than any other person in Nigeria.
No, we are waiting for people to be complaining. Let them, because they have never withdrawn anything. They have never touched anybody account. But we are waiting. Let people complain, then they will see protests. The governors in the east, you see, since they have become so stupid that the Fulani will use them, Yoruba now will now be using them against our existence. You know, it can't work. Since they are very stupid, we will teach them sense this time.
Yeah, that would be good, though. That would be good. And just like Trump threatened Iran that if they kill protesters, he will intervene. And you know that one is talking to do. What he's talking to do.
Do you see them kill any protesters? First time in the history where women will come out on open place in Iran, open themselves, and nobody kill them. Exactly. He have warned them. Exactly. Let those no protesters, none of them should be hurt. And all of them now, they are on the road protesting peacefully. If it is before, they for kill nonsense. If it is when Democrats is there, they are partner in crime. They for kill those people now. They for kill them. One thing I want to tell our people, they should not be afraid now. Nobody will kill anybody in Igbo land for peaceful protest.
Good.
Nobody. If they dare us with this task, one day they go see protests in Igbo land. You can't deny us. You can't deny us benefit of resources. Deny us benefits of government. At the end of the day, we will not go and suffer and make money. You will not deep hand inside there. Say you be who? Say you be who? Who are you? You just deep hand inside our account to take our money.
Yeah, it's a broad day robbery now.
Not a robbery. That is an insult to your fellow man. They want to insult us.
No.
Ihe aka ala akpọ nwoke ibe ya pụtasị gịnị ka ị ga-eme? Makwala onwe ha nwere nwoke iwe mmadụ pụtasị gịnị ka ị ga-eme?
Exactly. Ego man takwara afụfụ pata. Ego man tara afụfụ. To make it, man that will raise the money just like that. Exactly. No, I don't know. I just what is your opinion regarding Trump getting boots on ground and also probably setting a base in Nigeria, don't you think that it can also disrupt things in a way?
No. It's very needful now. I'm telling you, it's very needful. Let me tell you something. You don't know how far this Nigeria opposition have gotten Nigeria rotten. Let me tell you something.
I'm just playing the devil advocate. I buy the same opinion as you, but I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
I want the boot on ground. Let me just make my decision very open to everybody. Because listen, I'm a former force person. I know what US is up to. Do you understand me? Let me tell you something. I want to tell you something openly today. I don't want to hide it. For a black man to enslave you, Mazi, for a black man to enslave you, let white man enslave you. No, I am just talking to under optional. For your fellow black man to enslave you, let me tell you something. Okay, let me analyze why I say so. If black man enslave you, if you are hungry, if it's beating you, you are crying and you are hungry, it will beat you more until you die. But if a white man enslave you, if you are hungry and crying, he will give you food for you to get strength.
Okay.
This is the pure analysis I'm telling you.
And the deep blue sea.
So which one do you prefer? Your fellow black man who will enslave you, where you are hungry, he will cry, say, give me small water or small food, let me get my throat well. Then he will even use knife to cut you into pieces. And the man that will slave you, then you ask him, I am hungry, please give me food. He will answer, okay, wait, let me give you food. Which one do you prefer? No, be sincere.
No, of course, I prefer the one that will give me food now.
Okay, so what are you talking about?
Of course, that one is better than the other one. And then lastly, Mazi, what did you see on internet that Gumi is saying that America has marked him for elimination?
Of course, now.
Did you?
No. It's he pure. I told you their connection. This Gumi, Nigeria government give him money. His sponsor is depositing money on Hezbollah. He's depositing money on Hamas account. He's depositing money on ISIS account. This guy, you see. There are about 15. There are about 15 Fulani elite listed. That is why Satan of Sokoto run away from his palace.
This thing is getting really.
No. That is true. He has been blacklisted and he will be taken out.
But
he is hiding in Turkey now.
Oh, so up go to Nigeria.
What for you? So you think he's in Nigeria? Gomi is in Turkey. Gomi is in Turkey, and the Turkish government are telling him it's like they are telling him to leave their place because you know how Israel used to do. They will just target that building where he is and destroy him, and many people will die in that building. So I think we are monitoring him. He is making plan to go to Afghanistan.
All them are like that. Yeah, also. Let me just be on the run like that. That is it.
He can't hide now. There is a determination to take him out, so he can't hide. You see, that look at somebody who tell Igbo governors to recruit Igbo youth to kill IPOB.
Exactly.
God, we don't suffer.
No.
We don't suffer.
That man has overstepped many red lines. Many red lines. So I'm happy the way they are treating him. Anyway, Mazi, let me give opportunity for others to come.
No.
Yeah, thank you again for your great analysis. You are doing a great job. And I thank other media warriors like you, not unlike the ones that have left us now, and we're having peace in our media this thing. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you see, this thing
whatever Kanu says or goes or whatever.
No, the problem, you see, Mazi, you see, in this life, you see, there is a limit for every person's capacity. You know what I mean? No, there is a limit for everybody. There's something I told them before they begin to disgrace themselves on media. Ask them when we are having meeting together. When I notice that after the saga level, you know, this journey of Ipob is level by level. Immediately, we had a meeting. Ask Mazi, I said it on the meeting where all of them were available. I said, this journey we leave saga stage into an international analysis of politics, international politics analysis. I say, I hope that most of you who are very good in a saga can cope into international analysis of international politics. I told them, I said, for those who are not going to cope, if you want to learn, we can train you. I said it in the meeting.
But they don't want to learn now.
That is the problem.
You understand? Emma, police way, just the way you said it, you know, our struggle has keep on evolving. It has evolved beyond them. But instead of them to upgrade themselves to catch up with where we are with the struggle, that they thought we are still in the saga stage.
This is very simple. It's very simple. The only thing you need, you cope. If you leave this level, if you are not coping, you are not good in that. You humble yourself and ask, okay, this level we are going now, how are we going to do it? How are we going to fight on media? In other way,
exactly.
Because of their pompousness and empty pride, they don't want to humble. They want to keep us in one stage. They want us to remain in one class, which is not good for anybody. It's only the stupid people that will remain in one place forever and ever. Your mama, your papa, your brother, Allah boy. Is that what Trump? Is that what Trump want to? Is that what Trump want to hear? Is that what the senators in the United States of America want to hear?
I need a good level of intellectual I need in IPOB now. A very high intellectual level. Or when you cope, you will withdraw.
You withdraw.
No, you know.
And I want them that time. I say, if you know you are not going to cope, withdraw so that you will sustain your respect.
Exactly. But
I don't know where this gra from come, you know.
Even someone who advised them that time. Or when you know, if you listen beyond you, like you got to go down.
Cool, go down.
You know, watch from the side happening and go down. Where you cannot come back into. You know, but another thing that made those people go that war is that some people in the struggle were supporting them because of monetary gain they are no more getting. You understand? Like, so those ones co-opted them and give them false hope, thinking that you know what they are doing is correct, whereas what they are doing is not correct for the struggle. But I'm, you know, very happy.
Listen what I told them. Most of them go out. If you call them, they will tell you. I told them this one. They will say, "Don't worry, Mazi Nnamdi is coming out very soon." I told them, I said, "Come." I hate when somebody is giving himself or herself empty hope. I told them. I told one of them. I said, "Tinubu will be the last person to release Mazi Nnamdi. Go and ask him." I said, "Tinubu will be the last human being on earth to allow Mazi Nnamdi to walk free." It's not going to happen. And that one asked me why. I said, this thing is within myself. I don't need to explain to you, and I don't need to explain to anybody.
Yeah, I think Nnamdi want to use Mazi as a pawn for his the election.
No, even though the election could have been held, now that the election will not hold again, Nigeria is not going to hold the election. Forget that thing. But that time, he is even want to use Mazi to deceive the people. After, he will keep him in detention. Tinubu will be the last human being on earth to allow Mazi to walk free. I know the reason.
Yes, sir.
Now, that's why when the siblings were fooling themselves, I laughed. I told our Lord Ejimako, I said, keep on fooling yourself. Keep on fooling yourself. Tinubu, the only way, even I want him as a look, I got not put Tamazan and the Canada can there. Or come on, book there and Biafra.
Yes, now why?
Napotaka Napota Hanaka. And the strategy I got Napota, Mazan and the Canada can there. Ndia Hamaya. So onye manya, so Sunday we try IPOB get released that idea. But Stefani Jofa the Mike Zokome.
So I've always believed that that's the way to Napota Mazin.
I got Napota. When he gave me Mazin, but I go put up. When I say I go put here, I got go hang or about how can Napota Mazin and the Kanaka.
Because I believe in the court. I'm now getting leadership stages in the court after the decision of acquitted.
Don't mind those people.
Supreme Court. Oh my God, that kind of thing. It was clear that Nnamdi when a ulterior motive for asking you to go back to the court. You understand? Everybody knows that. And I don't know why Onyendu get down to Jehovah court.
They deceive him now. They deceive him when Onyendu realized he wanted to withdraw the case. And I reminded them, I said, Onyendu, is he withdrawing case? I hope Onyendu is educated. He don't put signature. Later he withdraw from the signature. It's a crime, self. It's a crime. I said, you people have lured him in to go and sign. So let him wait for and see the outcome. And the outcome is now. So now they have believed us. Second time now I need an instruction. Guideline, not instruction, guideline. At the end of the day, that guideline was flattened by this microfew morons. For one, we say Onyendu, don't touch your feet in Africa. These morons went and deceived Onyendu. Onyendu went to Africa. Second, don't go back to court. Onyendu will come out. I ain't got napata Onyendu. How about the Gawa court? How about IPOB cool? They want to prove us wrong. That is the problem. They want to present us as irrelevant organization before the world. That is the problem.
I'm on IPOB with a lot of information, and it's not something will come up and be making noise about. If you look at even Mazi Muru's broadcast, I think January last year, and I know you can see the way he's saying it is painful to him because he knows what is going to happen. And he knows it's not the right way to go. We would advise the right people not to go that way. But people are pushing Mazi to that way, and we kind of know like a year before it even happened that's where it's going to end up, and it ended up that way. Now, I mean, everyone has seen it that IPOB was right, so we're always right in what we are doing.
This is there's something most of us that even in IPOB that don't know the deep thing about IPOB. If you go to U.S. Marine, IPOB members there, they are if they are not there, they are up to 15. If you go to FBI, IPOB is there. If you go to U.S. police, IPOB is there. If you go to British police, IPOB is there. If you go to European police, IPOB is there. There is no institution that we are not there. If you go to ICC, IPOB is there. If you go to European Union, IPOB. If you go to African Union, IPOB is there. But most of them don't know. I told them something. I said, even in that villa, IPOB is there. We don't mean harm. Imagine if we meant harm, what the government of officials will be suffering. We are everywhere. But we are humanists. We want the betterment of human being, everybody, either Biafra or no Biafra. We want the betterment of. That's why we are doing what we are doing. We will always tell them we are everywhere. Be careful. That is why anywhere they go, they want to lobby, they want to blackmail IPOB. Immediately they leave there. One person will just step into the table. Can I see that paper? And that paper will be offered because he's on top of he's the man on top of office. The position of IPOB in many institutions in the world, because we are educated. We merit the office where we occupy. So the man will say, let me have that paper. He will check, he will check the paper, he will call the leadership. Come.
Another thing again is that, do you think our Southeast politician will follow the direction of HOD in January broadcast, 1st January broadcast, that they should move the motion for referendum? They will
follow it. They have no other option.
Exactly. I hope they will listen this time.
No,
because
if they are smart, let them go do it now. Because there is a reason for that directive. Because if they do it, that means they have given themselves opportunity to live in peace with us.
Exactly.
Only if they will understand.
And that will give both them peace. That will give Nigeria even opportunity to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And also, when Biafra come, that means we will now have we're able to negotiate something better with Biafra rather than if they don't allow us to go peacefully. No.
Now, my brother, let me tell you something. To tell you that nobody hates these politicians, but we want them to do the right thing. You see these politicians, You see these politicians.
Mm.
If Biafra come to tomorrow, because there's something they call experience matters. You understand me? I've told somebody one day secretly, the person was shocked. I said, if Biafra come, I won't mention their name. I said, there are 3 politicians in Biafra land. If they eventually come out, say they want to contest for whatever system Biafra will run, either prime minister's system or president system, as if they come out, me, Lion Man, will campaign for them, I will vote for them. The person said, what? After, I said, forget. And one thing most of those people don't know. But not all those ones, all those failure that haven't. I said those failure they will be swept into dustbin. But those ones who are trying a little bit, I said, me, Lion Man, will come out campaign, and every Biafran will be shocked. Say, Lion Man, why are you doing this? I will now educate them. I will tell them, do you know why I'm campaigning for this person? Because he is an experienced person in this government. He's an experienced person in government. So allow him to come and do.
Mazi, you know that the new system we will have in the new Biafra, will be, there will be accountability, there will be rule of law.
Simple.
Everything will be that way. So actually, most of the politicians in Biafra land will not fit in. You can't fit in that kind of system. The kind of system they like. That system will no more exist.
No, so any of them who want to come out to contest any office. Yeah, no, any of them who want to come out for, that's why before anything, we will first of all make law. The people will make law. What is the law? And that law must not be taken away. That has been IPOB manifesto. If he practice national corruption, something of embezzlement of money, is the death penalty for government officials. Government officials, money, corruption trusted in your hand is a death penalty. Then if it's an individual,
by take, even if it's not death penalty.
No,
even if you say
it must be death. It must be death. No. For government officials, listen. For government officials,
even if it's for prison, it will serve as deterrent for others. What happened in Nigeria is that there is a law, there is a punishment. The law does not follow.
Mazi,
people escape.
Mazi,
but in Biafra land, no matter what the punishment is, if you apply the punishment, everybody will sit up.
Mazi, let me tell you something that you don't know about black people. If you say prison, somebody will go and steal a very huge amount of money and keep it for a generation and go to prison. Now, me to tell you the mentality of we black. But
black man wants to go to prison after stealing money, wants to go to prison.
I'm telling you the fact. I'm telling you the fact. The only way out is government officials who practice money investment is a death penalty. But an individual or businessman or other individual, that one is a prison, it's a JETAM rule. That is how they will put it. Then any of them who come out want to contest for anything, we will vote him. If he practice corruption and he is found guilty, we take him to his father's compound and hang him there. Anybody that will face president, we must be hanged in his father's compound. The villagers will come and look when they are hanging him.
Oh, dear, Mazi.
I will end this program now. This program have come to an end because in the next 1 hour we have to go to S for the Biafra regional affair on the S space. Please don't miss it. Ipob Biafra regional affair. Every Sunday, start from I think 5 p.m. Biafra time. That is 1 p.m. here in South America. Please take note. Every Sunday, Biafra regional affair. So let me go and rest for some few minutes before entering the space. Thank you and God bless you for joining this broadcast. May Chukwu keep on guiding us and bless us. They will.